Hi there, this is Jonathan Gordon. How are you doing? I'm with Brain Buffet, and today we're going to learn a little bit about Adobe Express, and we're going to relate it to STEAM for science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. And our focus today is going to be with infographics and how we can remix and amplify infographic templates in Adobe Express. This is our part one on science. Well, as I said, my name is Jonathan Gordon and I work with Brain Buffet, but I've been a teacher for about 30 years now. I'm in upstate New York, about 20 minutes outside of Syracuse, and I've taught everything from graphic design to SAT to English, social studies, psychology, TV production. And a big part of my career is I've been teaching Adobe products like Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and a wide variety of other Adobe products. But what I'm excited about, what I've been excited about for quite some time now, is Adobe Express. This is a software program that integrates all of these other Adobe products into one location where you can create infographics, videos, you can create posters, brochures, a wide range of things, and they keep on adding things to it. Just this week alone, Adobe has added more and more things that excites me, and it even involves artificial intelligence on creating images and templates and so forth. It's amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with infographics. Now, we can start over here. You can see here you have a QR code. This was the original date that we were having the presentation. If you want to include the attendance on here, you can use a QR code that you're watching this video. If you want to go over here, you can pause the video and do that. And then I want you to go to new.express.adobe.com so you can open Adobe Express. Okay, because it's a video, I'm just going to move fast, but you always can pause it. That's awesome. So we're going to go and we're going to go look at Adobe Express. So I'm going to go to this site, come over here. I'm going to share this tab. And so now you can see the interface. So hopefully that you've already opened up Adobe Express. And what I have here is this is the education version. If you notice on here in the education version, and it says education here, and it has suggested topics for an education person, teacher, presenter, instructor, whoever it may be. There are even students involved. And you can have class projects. You have all these different tabs, class projects, events and clubs, drawing and fun. There's drawing in here. It's awesome. Educator essentials. And this will look over here. You can see that there are worksheets, class schedules, Zoom backgrounds. You have label sheets, rubrics. It has it almost at all here. And you have different learning aids and careers. There's so much you can learn in Adobe Express. Now, I can spend so much time going over all of this, but I wanted to let you know how I use Adobe Express. Now, though I teach art classes, digital art classes, I teach mostly English, but I use Adobe Express practically every day in my class. Now, what I do is very often is I create something for my class to visualize or look at, whether it's a video, worksheet, infographic. It can be related to a novel that we were reading. If we were reading The Great Gatsby or The Crucible, I can create something for them to watch or visualize. But then what I also have them do is after we read a chapter or read a book, I have students create videos. I have students create posters so I can assess them of what exactly they have learned. So there's so many avenues that you can take with Adobe Express and what that you can use in your classroom. So there's even resumes here. I can go on and on. My favorite that I like to show you up here. Well, first you have social media, video, photo, document, marketing. My favorite I can spend hours playing with is generative AI. This is where you type in things and it makes these cool photos just out of like almost nowhere. It's exciting. We're going to have a session on generative AI, so that get excited about that. But I just want to let you know, these are some of the different images that you can make. And okay, scroll down here. They just added generative fill. They have text effects as well. I play with this all the time and enjoy it. It's just a lot of fun. So if you get free time after this, go play around, just search around. The best way to learn anything is to play. And that's what I do all the time, but I use it in my classroom. So what we're going to be doing today, you can check the background that I have right here that I use. I use the generative AI in here to create this science background for STEAM. And I put in for my background for this session. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to talk about infographics. We can start from scratch and get a blank screen, but let me show you what I mean by that. I can come over here to this plus sign. There's over here, you can open this up and you have different quick actions and you have different things you can choose from. You just went to create, you have a lot of things to choose from. Look at all of that. That's amazing. Flashcards, ID cards, Instagram, invoice, all of these. So I go back to the beginning. This is the front of Adobe Express. That's one way where you can find things by hitting the plus sign here, opening that up and looking. But you also can search up here in the search bar and search things up. So if I typed up infographics, and I have a whole wide range of infographics and templates that you have here. We're going to use one, but I want to show you something first. I want to show you something that it's an infographic that I like, but I want to show you where it is. It's actually the easiest way to find it. I want to come over here. I'm going to go to the plus sign and follow along. Once you hopefully have Adobe Express open. And I'm going to type in here, Instagram square post. That's where I want you to go, Instagram square post. The reason why I just know that's where it is. And then I'm going to have a blank page here, canvas, and I can start brand new. I can add photos, add text, but we're going to be talking about templates. We're going to remix templates. So I'm going to go over here, select templates, and I want you to pick one of these. I'm just going to pick this one right here. This is about you, all about you. Usually you can use this at the beginning of the school year, and this is a great thing to start students off with using Adobe Express, and you can do this as well. So we have this Instagram post, square post, and then we have this image. We have this young lady in here, and they have all these different things about this person. Change it up for the person that you want. So the first thing, this is not the person. So I'm going to change it. I want to select this person here, and I want to change the photo. So I select the image. There's already a cutout background. I can come over here and I can replace that, and that's the background is back. But I remove the background and go back to where it's removed. If I want to change the image, you can upload an image of a student or yourself, and you can do this while here. If you have a photo, you can on your computer and you want to do this, you can try it. But I'm going to replace the photo. You can replace it here. Replace here. I'm going to search a photo, and I'm just going to write down student. Let's find a student, have this student right here. And you see the background, but because it already had removed background on it, it's going to take a moment, and it should remove it. And for some reason, it's not. Usually because it's already had it removed, but it didn't do it. So all I have to do is click remove, and it's going to remove the background. And there you go. It's that easy, and you can do that. And then I'm going, okay, this is a young man here. He's a student. And now I want to change the look. It's a little bit different for him. So he wants to change the theme of it. Come up here to theme. I'll come up here to theme. And on theme, oh, there's theme. I have all these different colors that I can choose from. I can pick something that's a little crazy over here and changes the color. Ooh, some people might like that. Or more subtle over here, or change it up. Pick something that you like, something that you can put in there. Let's see, let's find something more. Let's see this. Something simple, a little more drab, but that's okay. I'm just going to use this. Nah, I'll do this one. This one's just like the other one. Just take this one. It's okay. It doesn't matter which one. I wanted to show you how here, but some of these things you might want to change up. It might be too light. You might want to change the background over here. If you want background color, maybe you want it to be a lighter color. So maybe you want it to be back to white, or you want to customize it, you can make this color lighter here, and it's more transparent here, or you want to change different colors on here. I don't know about green's okay. And you can just play around with this. And then you can change your text. You click on the text, it says favorite subject art. Maybe yours is an art. And maybe you want to change the font. And it gives you recommendations of your font. This is selected here, dynamic. What it does, it moves the font back and forth depending on you dragging this. Watch this. Makes it bigger, smaller. And if you click on here, maybe it's not art, and maybe it is science. That person, it's science, and you make it a little bit bigger, move it around. And you can change all of these up. You can change all these text. Best success teaching first grade. Well, I don't know if he's a student. Maybe best success is playing a saxophone. I don't playing the saxophone, biggest success of that. And so they have it in, and you can change it up. And so I just suggest for you, you can do it with your students, play around. This is a great start to work with students. You can change up the image. You can take around a pizza here, and you come over here to elements, and you go to a different icon, and you go in the icon. And so maybe you want to say hamburger. Here's a hamburger, put it in here. And there's a hamburger, and it's matching the template theme. You have a hamburger here. So I just wanted to get you a first start of what you can look at all about you. Remember, you can find it in the Instagram Square post. You can get one that you can remix. So this is a quick look. But what we want to do is we're going to do a remix of a science infographic. And I'm going to show you Adobe Express has hundreds of science. It seems like hundreds. I'm not sure if exactly hundreds. Might be a little bit hyperbolic, the English teacher in me. But there are tons of science infographics. So I'm going to go back here to Adobe Express here. I want to bring us back to the front of our interface. And I'll come over here, and I want to look up infographics. So if I want to type even just science infographics, if here, that all of these infographics, I'm going to view them all. Look at all of them. Water journey, the ocean, animal cell anatomy, osmosis, plant cell. You have all of these. The thing that's great is you can present students with infographics that has a lot of information in it already, but then you can give them infographics where they have to put the information in after they did their research. So that's the great thing about it. So maybe this is something to do with the water cycle. Maybe this has to do with another topic, maybe different types of clouds, who knows, but you can add pictures to it, you can add icons to it, shapes to it, and you can add text into it, and I'll show you more on how we can do that shortly. So you have all of these different choices of science that you can pick from. Some of them are really detailed, and some of them are empty, so you can create them yourself or add them yourself for your students to make concept back to a graphic and infographics, and they put information in here. So we're going to try our own project that we're going to work together. So I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to change where mine is located, the one that I want to use. And if you want to use a different one, that's fine. But if you want to follow along with what I am doing, I'm just going to type up infographics right here. Okay, and infographics, I know mine, the one I want is in here. I'm going to scroll down. The one I wanted to start with one that was not science. So I'll show you how you can change it and remix it and make it your own. I'm going to take this one that says common travel habits. I'm going to take this here. I'm going to open that up, and I have this new infographic ready to go. Now, I'm not liking these colors in here. I'm going to change this up, and I have to think about what's the topic that I want to do. So the topic we're going to do, I came up with, is we're going to do insects. We're going to do something, insects are little friends. So what I'm going to do is I can use the text here. I can just replace it in here. I'm going to type it in here. I can keep this. I'm going to put this off to the side. I can keep that. Or if I want, I can add text, go over here, text here, and I can add other text to my document. Let me do this here. to text, add my text, and there is my text here, and I can change that up. I can change my fonts type of my font. I can change the regular, everything you see in most word processing software. You can change it up, change the color, you can change outline, thickness, etc. So you can add text. I just want to make sure I showed you how you can add text to this and change this up. I'm going to delete that for now. I'm going to take back my title that I had here before. I'm going to put in here about insects. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put this on insects, and I'm going to type in insects are little friends. So I'm going to have that there, but this is a normal way it's set up, and I want to change it. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to show you that you can do things in a circle, which is kind of neat, on an arch, a bow, but I really like the dynamic one. So I want to take that dynamic. It's always changing. You make your text how you want it. And I can make this smaller here. And I'm going to change my font. Let's see where it is, that font. Let's see, I remember. Let's see where it is, the one over here. I like this Alphon regular. Put it over here. And I'm going to take that. Oh, I have to select it. I'm going to select the font. That's the first thing you need to do. And Alphon over here. And I'm going to take here. And there I have my font. Looks good, but I want to make the line spacing a little bit closer. So I'm going to select my text again. And if you want to select, if you click in there and do Command or Control A, you can do that. So what I'm going to do is now change my line spacing here, and I'm going to decrease it and make it a little bit closer. And I'm going to make this here. I want some more room. I want some room like this, our little friends, insects there, and make it bigger. Move it how you want. I'm going to move this over here because you know what? I want a little more space. So I'm going to make insects. I'm going to delete back and have little friends there. So I can make it bigger here and space it. So I have a little bit better like that. I like that better. So you can move around your text how you like it. And then I want to put something in here, but I'm going to hold off and put a picture. I'm looking at the colors. The colors are nice, but I want to change that up a bit. I want to change, remember I did changing the theme color? I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change my theme. I'm going to try to find something a little bit different on here. I'm going to play around. Do I like this? No. This one, I'm not sure about this one. You know what? This is simple. I kind of like it. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to actually take this text and let's see. I'm going to add an image here. I want to put an image of an insect. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to my elements. And I'm going to come over here under elements. And I'm going to go to my icons. And I'm going to type in here insects. Insects. There's an insect. I'm going to select that. And there's an insect. And it's kind of matching my layout, the color, the theme of it. It automatically does that for us. It's really cool. And I like that color. I like that color. I want to make that color for my text. I'm going to select my insect here. I'm making it a little smaller here. And I'm going to click on the fill. I can open up the fill and I go custom. And I can see the hex code, the specific color for this image. I'm going to copy it here. I'm doing Control or Command C, copy it. And then I'm going to go to my text over here. And I am going to change my fill down here. But oh, look, guess what? It's right there already. So I didn't have to do that. Or I can come over here to custom and I can just paste it right in there. And there I have it there. And it's changing the color of my text, which is kind of cool. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with my circles a little bit. I'm going to change this up. It's a little blending in with the background. So I'm going to grab that circle and I'm going to give it a border thickness. I'm going to click this border here and it's giving me a color. It's matching this color here. So if you want to stay with that, you can. I can click this circle here and I'm going to give it a border and it's giving me a dark border, but I kind of want a light border here. So I'm going to change my border, and I'm going to give it a really light border. I don't know if I like that. It's not giving what I want on here. Well, let's go back to the dark here. Maybe I just need to create a thickness a little bit more. That's too much. Let's just give it like a 2. Just make a little bit thicker there. That makes that stand out. And we can do over here, create a border over here on that. Okay. And so it's looking pretty good. It's changing it, but we're doing insects are little friends. So what we need to do is we want to change the picture. So imagine this for a project. That's what I was thinking. For the insects are little friends, either you present this to your students and have them have different photos of insects that you picked out for them, or you have different students have 3 different insects and they have to do the research for those insects, and they are placing those insects in the images. So like I'm going to change first. I'm going to change up this color here. I don't like the color. It's a little bit blending in too much of the background. So I'm going to change the fill, and I'm going to give it a light color, and I'm going to do the same thing here with the text here, and I'm going to give that a light color on that. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to change the images. So say you have this student, whether it's elementary or high school, you can do this. This is exciting, that you can have them change the different insects. So maybe you have a ladybug, whether you have a praying mantis or something like that. They have to look up. So you can click on a picture here. This is the picture here. I come up here, the image panel opens up. And I can change the image. I can upload it from an image that they might have, or you can type in insects. I did it before. So I have all these different insects already ready to go. So if this wasn't here, I'm going to just click off of it, and you just typed in insects here and filled it in here. So if you click on here and you click further, you can get different cropping techniques, moving in a circle, and you can move your image around inside how you want to do it. And then you can make it a little bit bigger if you want it to stand out, and then move it around and crop in there. And so it fits better in that circle. Then you have another one here. And I'm going to change that image, and I'm just going to pick some other ones over here. Pretty easy. If you have the whole package of Adobe, you get all the Adobe stock images. You might have it where if you don't have all the premium, you might have little logos on here that's saying that it's not the premium version. So you may not be able to use those images, or they might have a stamp on it. So find whatever ones that you can use, and at the same thing, tell the students about that. But right now I'm able to get the different images here, see which ones that I like. This one, here's a ladybug over here, and I can click on it, and I can move that ladybug over there. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do one more over here. And I'm just going to, let's see which one I want. And you have all different ones in here. That was pretty cool. Let me see. Just pick this guy. And here, I'm not an expert in science. I'm sorry. So many of you science teachers know each what the name of every one of these bugs and all their names. You're probably better off than me. So over here is kind of cool. When you have images, they do the research. I'm not going to change up the comments right now, the information text in here. But again, students can look it up, do the research. Maybe it's not percentages, maybe they're in different numbers, and they can create an infographic here that's exciting and different. They want to put their name on it. You can just go to text frame over here. I'm going to add a text frame. I'm going to take it. It took the font that I used on top here. I'm going to type in my name. And students that do that all the time. And I can reduce the size of it. I can do it this way. Oh, I got to select it. I reduce the size. And I can drag it open even here, make it bigger, and bring it down here and actually make it smaller. Put my name in there. Put it down right down there on the bottom of the page. And so that's it. They have it. So students, they do their research, and this is great for understanding an aspect, a unit of science. And this can be on almost any other topic. It could be other animals. It could be mitosis, meiosis, or something like that. And you can change it up whatever you would like for science. I add something else. If you have time for it, I'm going to show you some cool little things that you can do with this. You can make this actually a bit animated. You can make your infographics like a video. It's pretty exciting. Remember, always pause the video. If I'm going too fast, pause the video for it. But watch this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to you can print this up. Let me show you. You can download it, and you can have different things where it's a PNG, a JPEG, or a PDF. You can print it. The one thing I didn't mention before, which I need to do, is I need to show you have layers over here. So you have layers if you want to move some layers, like if you want to move things above or below something. If I move this down here below, it moves things below. Move it back up. You can see that switching up here. You can do that. So if you don't see the layers, it's right up here. And maybe if you want a second page or duplicate it, you can also add an extra page, same size, custom size, and I can duplicate it. And I have another one, and maybe I want to test it out. Maybe I want to change out my themes. I can change up my themes over here. Maybe I want to hit, oh, that's a little much. That's definitely a little much. Maybe I change it here, change it a little lighter, a little better, but I think I lost my text. There we go. I want some text on rolling through all of that. So I don't want to do that. So play around with the different themes that you want and pick one that might work for you. And hopefully it doesn't make your text disappear with that color. So there's one right there. That's cool. That's a very nice looking one. Very simple, and it changes your theme throughout. And then you can go back and check to see which one you like, before you hand it in. So, and if you want to share, for example, if 2 or 3 students are working on this together, if that's what you want, they can share it this way, and they can collaborate. They can invite people together and send an email here, and you can share a copy, and they can work on the assignment at the same time. That's exciting. I love doing that. My students do that all the time for creating proposals or posters or something. They have them working together. They might be sitting next to each other, or someone's absent. It's great that they have that opportunity, that they can work together afterwards, either separately or at the same time. So you can share that there, and you can also publish this to the web. So if you want to publish it and get a link to someone, which is great, but if you update your file after you publish it, you need to publish it again. But what I want to get to, because what you feel is exciting, is animation. Watch this. I'm going to take this fellow right over here, and I click on that icon, and I have animation right down here. And what I can do is this. I can have it's like a transition for it to come in. I can have it jump down in here, and it's creating a video. I can have it over here. I can just leave it in. I like to leave it in on the page, but I'm going to go back. If I loop it, I can have it like breathing. Watch this. And so I can have it speed, intensity. You can see the insect moving back and forth. I can have it breathe. You can have intensity in there, back and forth. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to keep that guy in there. And then I can do the same thing with my text. I can come down here, go to animation, and maybe I have it in and I just have it drop down. I want to keep it in, so I'm not going to make any looping, or I'm not going to have it go out. I'm going to keep that in there. And you can do the same thing for each of these objects here. So these are grouped together. I'm just going to keep them grouped. I can do them separately. I can give them animation separately. I want to just keep them grouped right now. If you want to see them grouped, if you want to ungroup them, you can see over here, you can ungroup them here. But sometimes it's good to keep them together so there's not too many moving parts. So I'm going to do an animation here. I'm going to have it in here, and I'm going to do it like a spin right in there and keep that guy in. And I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to do an animation here, do it in, and I am going to do spin also in there, and I can change it up to the spin a different way. And I can take this guy and we'll do another spin. Keep it regular, and then we have spin. And you can come over here. You can see it's creating a video. I'm going to show layer timing, and you have all this here on here of the movement of the different things. You can see that. The cool thing that you could also do, I don't want to leave anything out, is that you can come over here and over here, media, I can add, I can come over here and I can add audio, and I can do a recording, a voiceover, so you can have the students tell what their infographic is all about. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can record that, and you also can add some music. So if I play some music, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but let's see. It's not going through my music. Let's see. There are some editing issues going on down here. I don't know why. My volume's not going on. Yeah, there's having some internet issues right now. So what you could do is you can download this. So I have another one that I saved that hopefully will work, but the music is not saving right now. So what I'm going to do is this. In the meanwhile, I'm going to download this, and I'm going to download this as an MP4. And I'm just going to use the regular source size, but you can do 720, 1080, or 4K. And I'm going to download. This is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to download it. So in the meantime, what I want to show you is that I want you to create your own project. Okay. I want you to be able to create your own project. I want you to do something that's going to be able to use in your classroom. I think I have here, let's see if it opens up. I'm going to come over here. Hopefully this shows. I'm not sure if this is going to show in here. Let's see. I don't know if this is not showing on your screen. So I need to do this. Okay. I need to get this into here. Let's do this. I'm going to put this in. Let's do this. Hold on. I want to do it into another thing, and hopefully you can see it. Oh, okay. And watch this. I want to share this tab instead. So I had to put it in the browser. So hopefully you can hear it. So I want to play it and watch. A little extra animation there makes it exciting, and you can have them voice over talking about their insects. And it's just a little bit of fun on that. So hopefully you get that. I'm going to go back to Adobe Express. I'm going to share this tab, and hopefully you got a good grasp of how to remix infographics and make it your own. But like I said, I would love it if you try to create your own and share it with other people and get people involved. I don't know if you would share it with me. My email address is jonathan@brainbuffet.com. I'll try to put that in there, but jonathan@brainbuffet.com. If you watch this video and you want to share some of the projects that you have, that would be great. And if you have an opportunity, I do have something else. Share this tab with you, and I'm going to come over here. I do have a survey. Hopefully you liked it. If you could fill out this survey, that'd be great. For hopefully you liked it, and maybe you can give me some suggestions or something else that you want to know. But we have a bunch of other sessions that are coming up that you can do. And if you have questions for me at Jonathan@brainbuffet.com, I can also talk to you about making sure how you can get badging here for the work that you create. And so here we have another QR code with an address that you can get badging. You can get a badge for watching this and doing a project. That'd be exciting. So again, I suggest if you want to contact me or share anything that you did, please, Jonathan@brainbuffet.com. And just go to let you know there's so many other things out there. If you go to Adobe Education Exchange and you follow the hashtag Adobe Edu Creative, there's so many challenges and exciting things there at Adobe Exchange. I'll make sure I have the address ready there for you as well. But let me know I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. I love going over this every day. I learn something new every day. Adobe's putting in some other things, and just wait for our next one. Our next one we're going to do in STEAM will be on technology, and we're going to learn how to create videos using Animate from audio. So I look forward to having a more of a live section. So get everything to work, and then you can ask me questions live. And so I hope you learn something and do something and share it, and you have a wonderful day.